My name is Dr. Michael Brooks, I'm senior health expert. Have you ever walked into the kitchen in the morning and forgotten why you went there? Maybe you've misplaced your glasses for the third time this week. Or perhaps you struggled to remember someone's name, a person you've known for years. Moments like these can leave anyone wondering, is this just normal aging? While occasional forgetfulness is common, many older adults share a deeper concern. They worry about keeping their memory, staying mentally sharp, and maintaining their independence for as long as possible. The encouraging news is that your brain is influenced by many of the choices you make every day, and one of the most important times of day may be the first hour after you wake up. What you do each morning can affect your energy, your mood, your focus, and even your long-term brain health. Today, we're going to explore a morning routine that may help support a healthier brain after age 65. None of these habits are miracle cures, and they can't prevent every brain-related condition, but they are supported by well-established health recommendations and may contribute to healthy aging when practiced consistently. And be sure to stay until the end, because one of the simplest habits we'll discuss takes less than 5 minutes, yet many people skip it every single day. Let's begin. As we grow older, our brains naturally change. It's normal to process information a little more slowly than we did in our 20s. It may take longer to remember a name or learn a new skill. That doesn't automatically mean something is wrong. In fact, many people remain mentally active well into their 80s and 90s. Researchers have found that the brain continues to adapt throughout life. This ability is called neuroplasticity, which simply means the brain can continue forming and strengthening connections between nerve cells. Think of it like a network of roads. The more often a road is used and maintained, the easier it is to travel. The brain works in a similar way. Healthy daily habits help support those connections over time. That's why the small choices you make each morning matter more than many people realize. Let's look at the first habit. Morning habit. Number 1. Start your day with water. Before coffee for millions of people, the first thing they reach for each morning is a cup of coffee. There's nothing wrong with enjoying coffee for most people, and research suggests that moderate coffee consumption can fit into a healthy lifestyle for many adults. But before that first sip of coffee, there's another drink your body has been waiting for all night: water. While you sleep, your body continues to lose water through breathing and normal body functions. After 7 or 8 hours without drinking anything, it's common to wake up slightly dehydrated. Even mild dehydration can affect how you feel. Some people notice headaches, fatigue difficulty, concentrating, feeling sluggish, dry mouth. While dehydration isn't the only cause of these symptoms, drinking enough water is an important part of overall health. Your brain is made up of about 75% water. It depends on proper hydration to function efficiently. When you're dehydrated, even slightly, your brain may not perform at its best. Imagine trying to grow a healthy garden without watering it. The plants may survive for a while, but they won't thrive. Your brain works much the same way. Starting your morning with a glass of water is a simple habit that helps replace fluids lost overnight. You don't need expensive drinks or special supplements. For most people, plain water is enough. If your doctor has recommended limiting fluids because of certain medical conditions such as heart failure or advanced kidney disease, always follow their advice instead. July 4th, 2026, 9:37 a.m. Anila Shehzadi. Otherwise, making water your first drink of the morning is an easy habit that supports your body's normal functions. Here's a simple example. Mary is 72 years old. For years, she woke up feeling tired and went straight to coffee. One morning, her healthcare provider suggested drinking a full glass of water first. After making that small change, she noticed she often felt more refreshed before breakfast. Of course, everyone's experience is different, but sometimes the simplest habits are also the easiest to maintain. Now, here's something many people don't realize. Hydration is only one piece of the puzzle. The next morning habit may be even more important because it affects blood flow to one of the body's most valuable organs, your brain. And the surprising part, it doesn't require a gym membership. Why blood flow matters. Your brain represents only a small percentage of your body's weight, yet it uses a remarkable amount of oxygen and nutrients every minute. Your heart works around the clock to deliver that blood through an enormous network of blood vessels. Healthy circulation helps support normal brain function. That's one reason healthcare professionals often encourage habits that support heart health, because what's good for your heart is often good for your brain as well. In the next section, we'll explore one of the easiest morning activities that may help wake up both your body and your mind, and many older adults are surprised by how effective such a simple habit can be. Before we continue, we'd love to hear from you. How old are you, and what is the very first thing you do after waking up each morning? Share your answer in the comments. It's always interesting to see how morning routines differ, and your experience may inspire someone else to build healthier habits. In the first part, we talked about starting your day with a simple glass of water before reaching for your coffee. While it may seem like a small step, healthy habits often begin with small, consistent choices. Now let's move to the next morning habit, one that supports not only your muscles and heart, but also your brain. You don't need expensive equipment, you don't need to run, and you certainly don't have to spend hours exercising. In fact, many experts agree that gentle movement is one of the best ways to begin the day. Morning habit number 2. Take a morning walk. Imagine opening your front door just after sunrise. The air feels fresh. You hear birds singing. You begin walking at a comfortable pace around your neighborhood. Within a few minutes, your body begins to wake up. Your breathing becomes a little deeper. Your heart beats slightly faster, and your brain receives more oxygen-rich blood. That simple walk may be doing much more than helping your legs. Regular physical activity has long been associated with better overall health, including heart health and brain health. Research suggests that staying active may help support memory, thinking skills, and emotional well-being as we age. Walking is especially appealing because it's simple, inexpensive, and suitable for many older adults. Of course, every person's health is different. If you have balance problems, heart disease, or another medical condition, it's important to follow your healthcare provider's advice about the type and amount of exercise that's right for you. For many healthy older adults, even a short morning walk can become an enjoyable daily routine. Why does movement matter so much? When you walk, your muscles become active. Your heart pumps more efficiently. Blood circulates throughout your body, carrying oxygen and nutrients to your brain. Physical activity may also help support healthy blood pressure, improve sleep quality, and reduce stress, all of which play important roles in long-term brain health. Here's an example. After retiring, he found himself spending more time sitting indoors. He noticed that he felt sluggish most mornings. Instead of trying an intense workout, he started walking around his neighborhood for about 20 minutes after breakfast. A few weeks later, he felt more energetic and looked forward to seeing familiar neighbors during his walks. While everyone's experience is different, building a routine that you actually enjoy makes it much easier to stay consistent. Consistency is far more important than perfection. A short walk every morning is usually more valuable than exercising intensely for one day and then stopping for the rest of the week. But there's another benefit that many people overlook. Morning walks often expose you to natural daylight, and that brings us to the next habit. Morning habit. Number 3. Spend a few minutes in natural morning light. Have you ever noticed that you sleep better after spending time outdoors? That's not just your imagination. Morning sunlight helps regulate your body's internal clock, also called your circadian rhythm. Think of your circadian rhythm as your body's natural 24-hour timer. It helps control when you feel awake, when you feel sleepy, and even influences hormones that affect mood and energy. As we age, this internal clock can become less predictable. Some older adults find themselves waking very early. Others struggle to fall asleep at night. Poor sleep doesn't just leave you feeling tired. Over time, inadequate sleep may affect attention, mood, and memory. That's one reason sleep is considered such an important part of healthy aging. Getting outside for even 10 to 15 minutes in the morning can help reinforce your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. You don't need to stare directly at the sun. Simply spending time outdoors while the morning light reaches your eyes naturally is enough for most people. Imagine sitting on your porch while drinking your morning water, or walking your dog around the block, or watering your garden before breakfast. These simple activities combine gentle movement with natural daylight. It's a routine that supports both physical and mental well-being. Natural light may also encourage you to spend less time indoors, sitting in front of the television. Small changes like these often build upon each other. One healthy habit leads to another. Before long, your mornings begin to feel more structured, energetic, and enjoyable. But here's something that surprises many people. Even after drinking water, taking a walk, and getting outside, there's one morning mistake that countless older adults still make. It happens at the breakfast table, and over time, it may affect energy levels much more than people realize. We'll talk about that next. Why your brain needs steady energy. Your brain never really takes a day off. Even while you're reading, talking, remembering, or solving simple problems, billions of nerve cells are communicating with one another. To do that efficiently, your brain needs a steady supply of energy. This doesn't mean eating large amounts of food. It means choosing foods that help provide lasting nourishment instead of causing quick spikes and crashes in energy. Many people don't realize that what they eat for breakfast can influence how they feel for the rest of the morning. In the next part, we'll explore the breakfast habit that may help support healthy brain function, along with another simple morning activity that keeps your mind active long after retirement. One of those habits costs absolutely nothing, but many people stop doing it after they leave the workforce. The morning habit that may help protect your brain after age 65. Part 3, Morning Habits number 4 and number 5. So far, we've explored 3 simple morning habits that may support healthy brain aging: drinking water after waking up, taking a gentle morning walk, spending time in natural morning light. None of these habits are complicated, yet together they create a strong foundation for a healthier start to the day. July 4th, 2026, 9:37 a.m. Anila Shahzadi. Now let's look at another habit that many people overlook. It begins at the breakfast table, and surprisingly, it may influence not only your energy, but also how clearly you think throughout the morning. Morning habit number 4. Eat a brain-friendly breakfast. Have you ever noticed how difficult it is to concentrate when you're extremely hungry? Or perhaps you've eaten a breakfast filled with sugary pastries and found yourself feeling tired an hour later. Your brain depends on a steady supply of nutrients to work efficiently. While no single food can prevent memory loss or dementia, a balanced breakfast can help provide the energy your brain needs to function throughout the morning. The goal isn't perfection, it's balance. A brain-friendly breakfast often includes a source of protein, such as eggs, plain yogurt, or beans, whole grains like oatmeal or whole grain toast, fruit, such as berries, apples, or oranges, healthy fats from foods like nuts, seeds, or avocado. These foods provide nutrients that support your body's normal functions while helping you feel satisfied for longer. On the other hand, breakfasts high in added sugars may cause blood sugar to rise quickly and then fall just as fast. That sudden drop can leave some people feeling tired, hungry, or less focused. Here's a simple example. Linda is 68. For years, breakfast meant a sweet pastry and a cup of coffee. By mid-morning, she often felt hungry again. She decided to replace the pastry with oatmeal topped with berries and a handful of walnuts. She also added a boiled egg a few mornings each week. Within a few weeks, she noticed she stayed full longer and had steadier energy throughout the morning. Of course, everyone's nutritional needs are different. If you have diabetes, kidney disease, food allergies, or another medical condition, your healthcare provider or a registered dietitian can help you choose the breakfast that's right for you. The important point is this: a balanced breakfast doesn't need to be expensive or complicated. Simple foods prepared consistently often work best. But food isn't the only thing that nourishes the brain. There's another habit that keeps your mind active every single day, and unlike many health products advertised online, it costs absolutely nothing. Morning. Habit number 5. Challenge your brain. Every morning, think about what happens after retirement. For many people, the daily routine changes dramatically. There are fewer meetings, less problem solving, fewer opportunities to learn something new every day. Without realizing it, some people stop giving their brains regular challenges. Just like muscles become weaker without activity, the brain benefits from staying mentally engaged. That doesn't mean solving difficult math problems every morning. Simple activities can make a difference. You might read a few pages of a book, Complete a crossword puzzle, work on a word search, practice a new language, learn a new recipe, listen to an educational podcast, play a strategy game, write in a journal, read the newspaper, and think about what you've learned. Researchers continue to study how mentally stimulating activities influence brain health. While no activity guarantees protection from dementia or memory loss, staying mentally active is widely recommended as part of a healthy lifestyle. Imagine your brain like a garden. If it's cared for regularly, new growth continues. If it's ignored for long periods, weeds begin to take over. Your brain also responds to regular care and attention. One of the best parts? Learning doesn't have an age limit. Margaret is 77 years old. After retiring from teaching, she worried that she wasn't using her mind enough. She joined her local library's book club and started spending 15 minutes every morning reading something new. She later said those quiet mornings became one of her favorite parts of the day. It wasn't about becoming an expert, it was about staying curious. Curiosity keeps the brain active. July 4th, 2026, 9:37 a.m., Anila Shehzadi, and that's something worth protecting. One common morning mistake. Now let's talk about a habit that many people don't even realize they're doing. It doesn't involve food, it doesn't involve exercise, and it can quietly shape the mood of your entire day. Many people wake up, grab their phone, and immediately begin reading stressful news headlines or scrolling through social media. Within minutes, their minds are filled with worry. Stress hormones begin to rise. Instead of starting the day feeling calm, they begin it feeling overwhelmed. While staying informed is important, constantly exposing yourself to upsetting information first thing in the morning may not be the healthiest way to begin the day. Consider waiting until after you've had your water, eaten breakfast, taken a short walk, or enjoyed a few quiet moments. Starting your day with gratitude, prayer, meditation, gentle stretching, or simply enjoying a peaceful cup of tea may help create a calmer mindset. You can't control everything that happens in the world, but you can often choose how your morning begins. Small choices repeated every day become habits, and habits shape our lives. We've now covered 5 powerful morning habits that support overall brain health. But there's one final habit that ties everything together. It's something many people underestimate, even though it may influence memory, mood, and long-term healthy aging more than they realize. In the final part, we'll discuss that last habit, review everything you've learned today, and leave you with a simple morning routine you can begin tomorrow, one step at a time. End of Part 3, the morning habit that may help protect your brain. After age 65. Part 4, morning habit number 6, simple morning routine, final summary, and community closing. We've covered a lot together today. You don't need expensive supplements, you don't need complicated equipment, and you certainly don't need to completely change your life overnight. Instead, you've seen how a series of simple morning habits may work together to support healthy brain aging. Now let's finish with one final habit that many experts believe deserves much more attention. It may be one of the easiest habits to practice, yet many people rarely make time for it. Morning habit number 6. Connect with other people. Imagine 2 different mornings. In the first, you wake up, eat breakfast alone, watch television for several hours, and speak to no one until evening. In the second, you call a friend, chat with your neighbor during a walk, have breakfast with your spouse, or video call your grandchildren. Which morning do you think gives your brain more to do? The answer is usually the second one. Conversation is much more than talking. Every conversation asks your brain to listen, understand, remember, respond, and recognize emotions. That's a surprisingly complex workout for the brain. Researchers have found that staying socially connected is associated with better overall health and may support cognitive health as people age. While social interaction isn't a guarantee against memory problems, maintaining meaningful relationships is widely considered an important part of healthy aging. Unfortunately, loneliness becomes more common after retirement. Children move away, friends relocate. Some people lose a spouse or longtime companion. Without realizing it, days can become quieter and quieter. If that sounds familiar, know that you're not alone. Many older adults experience periods of loneliness. The good news is that even small moments of connection can make a difference. You don't need a large social circle. Sometimes one meaningful conversation is enough to brighten your day. You might call a family member during breakfast, meet a friend for a morning walk, Join a local community group, attend a place of worship, volunteer once a week, visit a local library or senior center, say hello to your neighbors. These simple moments keep both your heart and your mind engaged. Healthy aging isn't only about eating well and exercising, it's also about staying connected. Putting it all together. Let's imagine what this routine might look like. You wake up. Instead of immediately reaching for your phone, you drink a glass of water. You open the curtains and let natural morning light fill the room. You step outside for a comfortable walk. When you return home, you prepare a balanced breakfast with protein, whole grains, and fruit. While eating, you read a chapter from a book or complete a crossword puzzle. Later, you call a friend or chat with a neighbor. None of these habits are dramatic. None promise miracles, but together they create a morning that supports both body and mind. Remember, you don't have to start all 6 habits tomorrow. In fact, trying to change everything at once often makes new routines harder to maintain. Instead, choose just one, practice it until it feels natural, then add another. Healthy habits are built one step at a time. What if you notice memory changes? One question many viewers ask is, when should I be concerned about memory problems? Occasionally forgetting a name or misplacing your keys is something many people experience, especially as they get older. But if memory problems begin interfering with daily life, become noticeably worse, or are accompanied by changes in personality, confusion, language, or the ability to complete familiar tasks, it's important to speak with a qualified healthcare professional. Many conditions can affect memory. Some are temporary and treatable. Others require ongoing care and support. The sooner concerns are evaluated, the sooner appropriate guidance can begin. Never assume that significant changes are just old age. Your concerns deserve to be taken seriously. The biggest mistake to avoid. If there's one mistake we'd like you to avoid after watching today's video, it's this. Don't underestimate the power of small daily habits. Many people believe that improving brain health requires expensive supplements or complicated programs. In reality, healthy aging is usually built through consistency. One healthy breakfast, one walk, one conversation, one good night's sleep, one glass of water, repeated day after day. These small actions add up over months and years. Think of your brain like a savings account. Every healthy habit is a small deposit. One deposit may seem insignificant, but thousands of deposits over time can make a meaningful difference. Final takeaways. Before we finish, let's quickly review today's 6 morning habits. Drink water before coffee to replace fluids lost overnight. Take a gentle morning walk to support circulation and overall health. Spend a few minutes in natural morning light to help regulate your body's internal clock. Eat a balanced breakfast that includes protein, fiber, and healthy foods. Challenge your brain by reading, learning, or solving simple puzzles. Stay socially connected through meaningful conversations and relationships. None of these habits can guarantee that you'll never develop memory problems, but together, they reflect many of the healthy lifestyle practices supported by research on healthy aging and brain health. The goal isn't perfection, the goal is progress. Even one positive change is a step in the right direction. A final thought. Growing older is a privilege. Every year brings new experiences, new memories, and new opportunities to care for yourself. Your brain has been with you through every chapter of your life. It has helped you raise a family, build a career, solve problems, celebrate milestones, and overcome challenges. It deserves your care. Starting tomorrow morning, ask yourself one simple question. What's one small thing I can do today to support my brain? You don't have to do everything. Just begin. Because healthy aging isn't about dramatic changes. It's about making wise choices, one morning at a time. Community conversation. Before you go, we'd love to hear from you. How old are you, and which country are you watching from? Also, which morning habit do you already practice, and which one are you planning to start tomorrow? Your experiences may encourage someone else who is beginning their own healthy aging journey. If you found this video helpful, thank you for spending part of your day with us. We look forward to sharing more evidence-informed, practical health tips to help you stay active, independent, and healthy for years to come. Until next time, take good care of yourself and have a wonderful morning.